So after more than a year of not attending or going to the hospital school, I'm back again. It's not that the city is already COVID-free, but somehow I can say that they were able to manage it to a minimum number of cases, of positive cases. And I guess maybe because majority of the population of the city already has been fully vaccinated, and some have received their booster shots already. So actually I've been here, I've been back to the hospital school for 2 months now, or yeah, this is my 3rd month already back at the hospital school. It's just I didn't have much time to make this video about going back or coming back to the hospital school. I actually have planned of making this one. I started writing my script for this, or my plot, my storyline for this, but yeah, it's only now, it's only today that I'm able to have time for it. So actually it's my lunch break now, so I'm gonna show you my baon, my obento. This is my lunchbox. So here's my bento for today. Ayan. So tuna, canned tuna, and then of course spaghetti pasta. Nilagyan ko lang ng corn. Ayan. And broccoli. And ano pa may isa? Ayan. Cauliflower. Ayan. Para may tuna pasta. Ayan. So, hindi lang yan yung baon ko, hindi lang yan yung lunch ko, diba? So, meron din ako nito. I don't know kung magkapares nga sila, ang tawag nito, kung perfect match na ba sila, pero laman tiyan. No, wala tayong choice, kundi kumain na lang. So, yeah, anyway, while filming this video, kumakain ako. Pwede naman siguro yun, di ba? So as I was saying, I've been back here for a few months now. Actually, 2nd week yata ng December pa ako nakabalik dito. Yung last ko was October yata. October 2019. And then, yung last na pagpasok ko dito. And then, after nun, medyo naging madami na yung cases. So, nung una, nag-request ako na wag na muna pumunta kasi nga medyo mahirap yung cases. I mean, yung situation. So, they were requesting me not to dine out with other people, except my family. And then, I realized naman na my son goes to nursery school, my wife goes to work, I also go to other 2 schools. So, what's the difference of requesting me not to dine out with other people when I also eat out, at school, at my other school placements. So I requested not to go to come here, and then yeah, they understood it. And then just last year, like November yata, or towards the end of November, they called me na I can go back to the hospital na. Kaya lang, they said I can also do like online classes, or there are more precautionary measures in conducting classes here na nga because of the COVID. Which is okay lang naman, because the other teachers also do like online teaching na, online classes. So yeah, and it was also a nice experience for me to conduct online classes. So far, I've done I've done it once since December. So most of the time, it's still go back to face-to-face classes, and then by the bedside with. If before I only worked with one Japanese teacher of English, but this time I already work with 3 other teachers here who happen to teach or to handle elementary school kids. So my former JTE only handles junior high school. So I've been in this hospital school since 2018. But as I mentioned earlier, I stopped coming here when COVID started. So I also made previous video about teaching at the hospital school, so you may want to check it out. So for this video, I'm going to share the things that I missed and the things that I love about working here. So though I only come here once a week, so that's every Wednesday, there are things that I love about this school placement. Let's start with the first one, late in and early out. So for someone who is almost always late for school or for work, this one is my favorite actually. So though normally my official work time starts at 8:30 to 4:15. That's every day, Monday to Friday. In the hospital school, my JTE or my partner teachers, my Japanese teachers of English partners, allow me to come at work at 9 o'clock, though our first period starts at 9:15, and then go home at 4 o'clock or 4:15, 4:10 if we have our 6th period class. If we don't have 6th period class, I can go home earlier, like 3 o'clock, 3:15.
Wow.
They allow me to go home because I don't have anything to do at the hospital school, right? So, and besides, I don't have my own space. I don't have my own desk at the staff room. So staying here for a few more minutes or an hour doing nothing is just a waste of time and effort added. So why is my schedule different here from my regular elementary school and junior high school classes? It's because classes both in the elementary school and in the junior high school usually only last for like 45 minutes, unlike in the in the regular junior high school and elementary school. Elementary school, it's also same 45 minutes, and then 50 minutes for junior high school. In the elementary school, we have like a break in between classes. That's 10 minutes. In the junior high school, junior high school 10 minutes, elementary school also 10 minutes. But here our break time in between classes is 15 minutes. Yes, so yung first period starts at 9:15, it ends at 10 o'clock, and then the next period starts at 10:15 and ends at 11 o'clock. And then until sa 6th period nila. Number 2, centralized aircon. So summer in Japan can be very hot and humid, while winter can be very cold, as in super cold and freezing.
Wow.
So just imagine how uncomfortable and inconvenient for a teacher to be teaching with wet underarms or freezing all parts of the body freezing if we don't have a good air conditioning unit or air conditioning system. So however, because our students are sick and this is a hospital school, there is a centralized aircon all throughout the 4 seasons. So in summer, where it's so hot outside, it's still cool here inside. In winter, while you're freezing outside, it's warm, so I can just wear the same types of clothing all throughout the year. So yeah, parang ganito lang din, just like this. For number 3 is my own room during break. I'm gonna show you the room where I'm staying. Ayan, so medyo parang stock room siya or shelves, mga materials, whiteboards. Then merong hindi ginagamit na printer. And then yung mga charge na computers or mga routers. Ayan din. So yeah, this is my room. So because there are 11 regular teachers plus vice principal staying at the staff room, and it's just same size as this. Just imagine 11 people or 12 people cramped in one small room with good air conditioning system or air conditioning unit naman, but no desks or no space available for me to have my own place there. So they allow me to use this vacant room. Vacant room. This is actually the junior high school classroom. So since this is hospital school, we don't have that much students to use the classroom naman. So yeah. So sometimes during lunch break, other teachers come here and join me, eat their lunch. But of course, we don't talk pa din. But most of the time, it's just me, just like today. So this is all for me to use.
Wow!
And the next one is one-on-one class. So from 28 to 40 students in a regular class at the elementary and junior high school, my teacher mode self switches quickly to a private tutor or a private teacher mode at the hospital school. Why? Because classes are conducted one-on-one at the bedside. As per my record of classes, which I keep in my school computer, the last time that I had a class with 2 or more students here at the hospital school was, I think, 2 years ago, 2019.
Wow!
So I don't know if it's a good news or a bad news, but after that class, I always had one student every time I came here, and then that class is always at the bedside. That's both for elementary school and junior high school. So what I love about this setup is that I get to know each student better. I could directly and constantly check their progress, and of course, as a teacher, I could also adjust or plan the activities, the lesson activities, depending on their academic needs. So it's also a good thing for the one-on-one setup of classes. But the challenge for this setup is it requires more work or more preparation time or more preparations for all the 4 to 6. It depends. Sometimes I have 4 classes, sometimes I have 5, and a few times I have 6 classes. Like every time I come here, so from morning to afternoon. And then with those classes, with those different classes, I have to individually prepare the materials based on the students' learning abilities. Because even if the students are in the same grade level or in the same grade level, they don't have the same activity or the same lesson. Because again, since it's one-on-one, it's personalized, individualized materials. Number 5 is the template lesson activities or lesson materials or lesson presentations. So I think it is a common practice for teachers. Actually, many teachers do this, to keep a file or record, whether it's digital or printed, of their activities or worksheets or handouts for future use. My hospital school teacher self is not an exception. I also do this most of the time. The only difference is that when I print one worksheet or one activity sheet, I print it at least 9 or max of 15 copies. Bakit? Because usually my JTE and I join also the student in playing the activity or the games that I prepare. So yeah, one for the student, one for me, one for the JTE. So why 9? Why 9 to 15? Because sometimes we use the same activity to another student. So the next time that we encounter a student, or we give the same lesson to another student, or the same activity to another student, I don't have to print it anymore. So I already have a reserve or an extra copy of the lesson materials. And then number 6, since there are only a few teachers here, I think my working relationship with the teachers of the hospital school is better and closer than what I usually do in my other placements. So yeah, on special occasions, I'd always get some snacks or some omiyage from them, from their trips, or just random. They just want to give me something. So just like last Valentine's, so one of my elementary school partner teachers gave me, what's this, a box of local chocolates. So she said, oh, it's an early Valentine gift, so something like that. And then last January, another teacher, New Year's Day, not New Year's Day, my first day of reporting here in January, another teacher gave me a snack, a Japanese snack, saying, oh, thank you for you're always giving your effort in coming here and for helping us out. Yeah, something like that. So those acts of appreciation, they're priceless. So you don't usually get those kinds of appreciation from the regular schools. So that's why I love it here. And then just today, one of my partner teachers messaged me this morning saying they'll be late because they're not feeling well. And then I was already informed that she's gonna be late. And then when I came here, the other teachers informed me about her possible absence. And then they actually told me of a plan, like plan B, in case she's not coming to work today. So even the Kyoto Sensei, the vice principal, also talked to me about it.
Wow.
And then, it's like everyone is so concerned about each other, about one another, that they're ready to extend a helping hand or to reach a helping hand in case someone needs it. So those are the things that I miss and that I love about working here at the hospital school. Sorry, I'm not yet done with my food, so I'll just finish this video and finish my food. So that's all. I'll see you again next time.